Olivia, may I have a word with you? I heard you went back to your parents' house again. You're my daughter-in-law. You can't go back to your parents' house that often. Hey, are you listening to me? You should at least respond to my calls. You're really not being a good wife. I'm sorry, Miss Mary. I was at work when I got your text, so I didn't notice. I'm so sorry it took me so long to get back to you. Olivia, what time do you think it is? It's after 8 o'clock in the evening. Right, 8 p.m. You really are an insane wife. You know, 8 o'clock in the countryside is already bedtime. I'm saying it's insane to drop a text this late, and to not get a reply for hours after I texted you, it's beyond insane. The reason I didn't reply sooner is because I was working. I just got back at this time. What kind of job is it where you can't return a text to an important family member? Or did I not get a reply because you don't recognize me as family? That's not it. Anyway, it's late tonight. I'll talk to you later. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about yesterday, Miss Mary. Wow, I thought I was getting a call in the morning, but you're texting me at this hour? I got to work early this morning, so I didn't have time to send a text. I'm sorry it took me so long to get back to you. Are you doing your chores? Excuse me? You seem to be busy at work, and I tried to text you yesterday. I heard you went back to your parents' house again. Oh, yes. My grandmother wasn't feeling well, so I went to go check on her. Your grandmother? She doesn't live alone, does she? Well, she lives alone near my parents' house. Oh, so she lives nearby your parents. Why don't you leave that kind of thing up to your parents then? You don't have to worry about it every single time. But my grandmother took good care of me since I was little. My parents both worked, so I had to stay at home with my grandmother. I often stayed at home with her. So what? That's not unusual, is it? When you went to go check on her, did your grandmother's condition improve, or... Since you're not a doctor, how would you know? That's true, but I thought maybe she'd feel a little better if I showed up. You're imagining things. Anyway, you're my daughter-in-law now. Stop leaving Liam alone and don't go home to your parents anymore. I didn't mean to leave him alone. I'll be careful from now on. Also, since you're going back to your parents' house so much, you should come here with Liam next time around. Do you need the two of us for anything? Oh, I'm not allowed to invite my daughter-in-law over unless I need you for something, even though you travel back home so much? No, it's not that. Then it's fine, isn't it? You know, there's a holiday coming up next month, right? You and Liam can come over then. Did you tell Liam about this? I already told him. He said he's looking forward to it. Oh, okay. I got it. So, when you're coming over, there's a Chanel shop called Chanel de Chantilly, right? It's famous. Do you know it? Yes, I know it. I want you to get me some of their canals. Their canal? Can you get me 5 boxes of them? 5 boxes? Will you be handing them out to people? Yes, I'm going to give them to my friends. Even though you and my son live in the city, you guys never send me anything. I can't brag about it to anyone. Liam will give you the money for the canals. He's the president of the company. I'm sure he'll have the money for it. Liam is the president? Oh, you don't know? There's no heir to the company, so he's going to be the next president. Oh, I see. Don't you and your husband talk about such an important thing? Normally, you would know that your husband is going to be the president, right? We have had some issues lately. Liam and I haven't had the chance to talk. What? Why are you making up excuses? Well, whatever. Liam will be back next month, so we'll have to celebrate him becoming president. If Liam is going to be president, our family will be in good hands. Yeah, that's right. I'm sure he'll send us more money. I want to take a trip to the Bahamas soon. I should ask Liam about it. I'll think long and hard about what I want. I'll look forward to seeing you next month. Don't forget to bring me souvenirs. Okay, sure. 1 month later. Olivia, where did you go? I thought I'd find you in the attic, but you're not there. Oh, I just thought I'd get home while there's still a train. Go home? Why are you doing that without asking? I can't sleep in that dusty place. It's dirty. I'm coughing. It's in the attic, and there's no windows. Oh, why don't you just clean that up before you go to bed? What's with this treatment? Do you have a grudge against me, Miss Mary? What do you mean? You said you wanted to spend time with family, right? And then you instructed me to go sleep in the attic. That means I'm not family, right? Then why didn't you just invite Liam to your house? But you went to the trouble of inviting me too. I can only think that you did it on purpose. Oh my god, are you sulking? The attic is a room, you know. Do you know how much nicer I am by not telling you to sleep in the shed? That's true, but I'm going back to my house now. You really are a selfish wife. Suit yourself. Yes, I'll do as I please. 2 days later. Olivia, are you still sulking? Liam said you aren't returning his calls. You need to cut it out. Oh, I don't have to contact him anymore. I'm not even going to answer, so please tell him to not call me anymore. Excuse me? It's like I'm not family to you guys. I've made it official. Official? What do you mean? I submitted divorce papers. We are now officially strangers. It's what you guys wanted. What? Did Liam approve of this divorce? I said to Liam that if I ever have some issues with you again, I won't hesitate to serve him the divorce papers. What do you mean next time? What happened before? Let's see. The first time would be at our wedding. When I arrived at the ceremony, you told me that I picked the wrong dress since it's not white. You talked down at me, right? Because it's true, right? A wedding dress is supposed to be white. Of course I would talk down at you for that. It was Liam who suggested pink. I don't think it's fair to blame me. What? He asked for it to be pink? Yes, he did. Are you still upset about such a small thing? What sealed the deal is when you told me to leave my sick grandmother alone. That's when I went to get the divorce papers. I got Liam to sign them. Then you should have submitted them then! I wish I did, but Liam cried and apologized. He said he couldn't live without me. But now that I'm here, I realize that I can't do this anymore. Oh, well, okay. I don't want a nagging daughter-in-law like you either. Anyway, how are you going to make a living alone now? A mere office worker's salary is nothing. I don't know. Liam is still there, isn't he? Please tell Liam that I've sent the divorce papers. I've been trying to reach him, but he hasn't read my messages. Well, I'll tell him. I want you out of my house by the time Liam gets there. Understand? I'll do it without you telling me. A few weeks later. Excuse me, Olivia? Can I talk to you for a second? Are you busy at work, or... What is it? Oh, thank God! I was afraid I wouldn't get through. If it had been another day later, I would have blocked you, though. So what can I do for you? Liam told me. About what? He told me everything about becoming the president was a lie. Oh, Liam, you finally talked to him. I don't know why he'd lie about something that would get found out so fast. And the money he was sending to me? You were the one sending it, not Liam. I thought it was coming from Liam all this time. Yeah, we just told you that he was the one sending the money. You're the president of the company, aren't you? Why didn't you tell me? Because I didn't want to start problems over money. If you figured out I had a lot of money, it would only make the situation worse. You don't have to be so blunt. Liam told me you contacted him asking for money. Liam, he's a regular office worker. He has very little money at his disposal, so he ended up asking me to send you the money, so I had no choice but to do it. So, all this time? That's right. Liam said this was a loan, but he never paid me back. I felt like I was being scammed. He really meant to pay you back. Oh, well, how will someone without a job be paying someone back? Well, you see, I helped my neighbor, Mr. Brown, with his farm, and he gave me some money, so... How long is it going to take before you pay me back? I don't need any more money. They say you can't take it where there is none. I have one more question. What about the rebuilding of the house? Huh? What's that about? Liam said he'd pay for it and we'd rebuild the house. I don't care about someone else's house. For all I know, he might be hiding some money behind my back. Well, I don't think he'd be able to hide anything, to be honest. I knew it! He was relying on your money. That's disgusting. Does that mean our house will never get fixed? Well, that shabby house of yours might be gone soon, though. What do you mean? My company is developing a resort. The land there is right on the edge of the development area. When we were married, we planned to avoid the land because it was my husband's parents' house. But now that we're strangers, can we include it in the development area? What? Yes, I'll give you a small payout to move out, but not enough to build a house. But if you add the money up I've been sending you, you should have enough money to build a house in the countryside. And on top of that, I'm still giving you money for the payout. Isn't that kind of me? Hey, if I get evicted from here, where will I go? I don't know. You'll have to look for somewhere now. That's impossible! And what about our neighbors? Neighbors? I mean, the house next door is 500 meters away. And don't worry, we've already negotiated the payout. Oh no! Olivia, please! Please get back together with Liam! I refuse. Even after getting bullied by you, He never even once stood up for me. I don't need a man like that. And I don't want a husband who's going to suck the money out of my pockets either. I have no need for him anymore. You were married once, right? Yes, once was enough. Don't you have any feelings for him? No, I don't. When will I be evicted? Let's see. The year after next would be the earliest, so please get ready to move out as soon as possible. You know, since a year goes by fast. Can't you do something about it? I can't anymore. I've been avoiding the area because my family lived there, but we're not family anymore, so the project was stopped, but I just instructed them to begin again. I've cared for you as if you were family. Treated me like family? You have no clue what I had to endure. Would you let someone you care about stay in your attic? Even if you thought I was important to you, I was just your ATM, right? Then we'll take better care of you from now on. No. It's too late now. All I can think is that you're lowballing me for a living. Then what about my boy? Liam? I don't care. In case you're wondering, I didn't cancel my lease, so you should at least be able to have shelter for the time being. Cancel the lease? What do you mean? Isn't the lease in his name? Liam moved into the apartment I was living in, remember? I tried to find a new place to live, but Liam said he didn't have the money. He refused to move. I had no choice but to stay in the same apartment, so the lease is in my name. That means you can't rely on Liam either. That's what I'm saying. By the way, I have 1 year left to renew the lease. In the meantime, Liam needs to find a place to live. Why don't you and your son move in together? I'll have to convince his father. Does my husband know about the resort development? Our sales staff visited him before and explained it to him. What did he say then? He said that the house was in shambles and he wouldn't mind if I bought it. He hasn't said anything to me about this. That's not my problem. Don't you guys ever talk to each other? He said the same thing to me. That's not true! I can't believe you don't talk about something so important with your family. What's the point of being a family? Oh, enough! I'll talk to my husband and he'll talk to you. Be my guest. But it doesn't change the fact that I'm divorcing your son, though. A few days later. Wait, what do you mean? After my husband contacted you, he left the house. Oh my god, that's terrible. What did you say to him? I told him about the things you did to me, and the money that Liam was taking from me. I beg your pardon? He was asking me why we're divorcing, and I told him the entire truth. Is there a problem? Of course there's a problem! Even my husband left me! He must have gotten tired of you. I never imagined having to get a divorce at this age. He didn't tell me where he was going or anything. He just apologized to me. I'm glad at least there's one sane person in the family. And Liam told me that he can't live in a condo like that by himself. I agree with him. It's a luxury apartment after all. Liam's income is probably not enough to live on. You knew that, and you didn't cancel the lease. Of course not, but think about it. If I suddenly canceled the lease, Liam would be the one who would be in trouble. You should be grateful that I gave him a place to stay. Oh my god, what's gonna happen to me? I don't care. I'm the president of a resort development company. I don't care about the rest. As long as you vacate by the deadline, I don't know about your husband, but I wish you and your son all the best. I have no information to give you about your husband, so I'll be going now. Liam seems to have moved into a studio near the office, so he called me telling me I should cancel the lease on our apartment. My ex-mother-in-law seems to have been panicking for a while now that my ex-father-in-law is gone. It turns out he was enjoying a trip to a hot spring by himself, but he made up his mind during that trip and he asked for a divorce. My ex-father-in-law actually received advance payment when he was approached about the resort development project. I think it was the only way to get him to sell the land. I will do my best as the president to make the resort development a success.